Okay, I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Okay. Why you're he's gonna go.
Hey, QB, can you hear me? I didn't know if anybody would still be up. Hey, Jackie Burns Creation. Hey, Emma B. I just wanted to address, I didn't see Natasha's live. I heard some, obviously I was listening in Carolyn's tonight. I was laying down and I wasn't able to fall asleep, so I just got up a little bit ago. Hi, Lisa H. Gail B. I wonder if Robin Swan is awake. I wonder what time it is by her. I should have put what's her name in the title too. Sally Ann. So I don't know how much she's said about me. I'm just getting tired of the lies from Robin Swan. She's the one I keep hearing about the most. Paint It Black. It's just the usual. How Sally Ann and Robin Swan keep going on Natasha's and talking crap about me. Well, obviously about Carolyn the most, but you know what I mean. She said, I heard Robin Swan say that take a shower, Robin. I was going to say, I took my bath. Captain Lee Fan, Paint It Black, Chelsea. Anyway, I want to show this screenshot, okay? This one's for Carolyn. Carolyn said she thinks she read it out, but I'm not so sure that she did. Robin Swan was saying, no, that, they showed some video of Carolyn's from the part I was watching. And she's like, well, I was talking about how, right there she was laughing about pretending like she was talking to Brian Enton, and she wasn't, and that's how she was making light of it. And so she says, on Tuesday, I believe this was, it says Tuesday, okay? I blurred out the name of the person that had this. Can you see it? It says, I remember watching Merb make fun of Gabby's demise that one day on her live. Okay, we know Carolyn never did that. She never would do that. Okay. And so Robin Swan's gotten quite the habit of talking about me for some reason. I don't know why, but she's got against me. Talking about that I'm an alcoholic all the time. Is that what she is, MIB? And I've let it go and everything like that and actually when I hear it, I'm laughing. I really am. I just start laughing. And then, she just says all this bizarre stuff. Breastfeeding dolls and whatever. Or I don't, if that happened, I must have been pretty blacked out. But I was joking and, I was playing around. That's all. I'm not an alcoholic, never have been an alcoholic. But when I do drink, it'll be at a party, like that 4th of July party. This past 4th of July, I didn't drink anything. This whole summer, I did get wasted at Maddie's graduation party. It's Maddie's, yeah. And that was my only time this year. And I'm just, when I want to drink with my family and have fun, I do it. So what? Because get wasted one time a year, maybe 2 times a year, and then years will go by and I won't even have one drink. I don't even like the taste of alcohol. But I do like it when it gets me, in the party mood. Is there anything wrong with that? I'm not a freaking alcoholic, so quit calling me that, Robin. Oh, hi, Sully. Just want you guys to know that. Not any freaking alcoholic. Hi, Amy. Hi, Kevin. If I was, I would say so, okay? I'd say my name is Debbie. I'm an alcoholic. I shouldn't be drinking this. I'm just sick of her lying all the time. Oh, and she said also, what'd she say? That I was yelling at Dave during that 4th of July party. Yelling at him, it was all in fun. It was in fun. I was playing around. I was waking him up, telling him to say hi to everybody. Wasn't yelling at him. Like I said, if I was, it was all in fun. So quit your freaking lying. Stop lying about me, Robin. When you liked me, you thought that was all so funny. Ha ha ha. Oh, it's so funny, Scooter. She's just been saying this stuff for a while in different, I'll see her check her, type it in and stuff. So just knock it off. Get out of the habit of it, okay? You don't look cute telling your lies. And you too, Sally Ann. You know you were groveling up there on Natasha's. You know you were. Just admit it, you were. So what? You want to fit in over there. You fit in, okay? Why do you have to keep denying that you were groveling? You want to stand next to her? Stand next to her. That's your choice. You want to stand next to somebody that has scammed people out of their tax money? And you, Robin, too? That wouldn't bother you a bit if that was you it happened to, would it? You'd stand right next to her. Say, don't worry about it, right? If she took your $5,000, if she didn't give you back the dresses that you took into the shop for her to sell or rent out or whatever, give you a commission, and she didn't give you anything on those, and you got the dresses back ripped or torn or not in good shape, or you didn't get them back at all and they're in that big stack there. So just stop, okay? Right, Kevin, that's right. I do stand up for Carol and Jackie, but I stand up for myself, too. I get sick of it. I just laugh. I really, really do. But right now it's bugging the heck out of me. Because I know it's not true. And I don't know if they think it's true or not, but if they do, they think it's true, but just shut up. Because it's not true. So what? I like to have fun. You've never had a few drinks and let loose and acted silly and crazy, trying to make people laugh, trying to make people have fun. Why do you think my sister Shelley wants me to have those drinks? She's, come on, please, please, please. She gets so excited because she loves what happens. I just try to make them laugh and everything. I bet Robin or Sally Ann have never gotten wasted. And I didn't want to call in that night because I was wasted. I was asked by a friend to call in because they said Carolyn was upset and that she would probably, that she thought I would need to be up there with her. So that's why I called in. I had no intentions of calling in that 4th of July. It took me 10 minutes to dial the freaking phone to get the number right. I have only watched a little bit of that because it's embarrassing. Because I like having the fun, but I don't really want to watch it back, you know what I mean? So knock it off, Robin. You're not impressing anybody. Yeah, see, almost everybody thinks it was funny except people that are trying to make it out to be something it wasn't. And I know I'm being stupid and I'm being silly and everything. I know that. Love you, Nana Patty. Do you think I have caused any of it by joking with you a lot? No, Kevin. Oh my gosh, no. Don't you stop. I love your humor. I God, it was funny. You're just having a good time. Yes, Liza. Yeah, yeah. So I think it was one time last year, wasn't it? Or two times. I know it's only been, I believe, one time this year, and that was in June. I've never had a problem with drinking, ever. Hi, Aurora, baby doll. And I don't scream and yell at Dave, Robin. Dave and I love one another. Yeah, we fight, but we don't fight that much. Everybody has their fights, their arguments. So what? You don't with your husband? And I wasn't yelling at him for real when I was drinking on that live. Dave and I are happy when we drink together at parties. And he likes his beer, okay? He drinks that every night before he had the surgery. But he likes his beer, so freaking what? I would like it if I could sit in there and enjoy it with him, but I don't. I'm not into beer, I'm not into wine. I have whiskey here, I have vodka. We have a lot of drinks here that just sit there because maybe I had a taste of one sometime. And I said, "Oh, I'll get that. I really liked that. But I don't even have it here. I don't want to sit here and drink alone. I have no desire for that." Hi, Spinning Crosses. Hi, Annie B. Shannon. Yeah, when I was younger, when we would have a cold one now and then, it would taste good. Margarita, yeah. I just never would be an alcoholic because I can't get into it that much. So, Robin, stop it. Stop lying about me. I'm tired of it. You know the different parties I've videoed over the last couple years, or last year, I mean, whatever, when I could start going live and stuff. I did go live before on StreamYards. But I wasn't drunk in every one of those parties. Most of the time I haven't even been having drinks lately. Except that one, yeah, I don't like hangovers. No. I only had, yeah, I mean, Emma Shelley likes me too, my sister. She'll beg me, please, when we have this party, are you going to drink? Please, please, please drink, please. I'm like, I'll try. I guess maybe she thinks she's gaining points with Natasha by saying this stuff about me. And then saying I'm a bitter old biddy or old hag or bitter old bitch. I'm not. I'm not bitter about anything. Just because I like to make silly videos, try to make fun out of the stuff you're saying, Natasha, the stuff that you've done. Doesn't mean I'm bitter. Doesn't, and I don't think I'm better. Okay, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I was a single mother too, and I struggled. But I never tried to steal from anybody, Natasha. Why don't you say something about that, Robin and Sally? I didn't steal from anybody. And I had a hard time of it as a single parent. I didn't cook up schemes and everything else like that, like she has. But it must be perfect for you guys. It must be what you guys like. You look up to somebody like that. You look up to somebody that can steal a single mom's tax refund. Dorothy, it's just I'm tired of Robin Swan always making comments about me saying I'm an alcoholic, uh, breastfeeding my dolls when I was drunk, or something like that. I didn't hear it. And then something about drowning babies in the river or something. And you better not have said that, Robin. You better not, because you know what happened. Better not start that. I don't find that funny at all. They're always so big and brave sitting up there next to Natasha. She's their big buddy, their big hero. We're here. We're here for you, Natasha, so they'll leave you alone. They're just always talking about you all the time. Merb's so mean. She just lies all the time. Scooter's an alcoholic. She's always fighting with her husband. She has those weird, creepy dolls. She breastfeeds those dolls. I'd be willing to bet everything I own that if she took You're $5,120, Robin or Sally. Bet you wouldn't think she was so good, would you? You know, when I was single with my two girls, we really looked forward to that tax check. That was the big thing. And that was a big deal for us. Dave always feels sorry for me when I'll tell him stories when I was single, when I was divorced, because their dad paid support, but it was very sporadic at best. And that's exactly what a judge told him when we went to court one time. His wife would always lie and tell me, "It's in the mail, Deb. It's in the mail." Yeah, right? Oh, yeah, Natasha. I didn't say anything in a video, and it had 7,000 views in just overnight. I said not one word. Just a 6 or 7 second video. That's pretty good, right? Did you ever have that, Natasha? All by yourself there? I don't think so. I love it. I just look at it and laugh. I was showing my dad and my daughters and everything, my sister, brother, Mark, my grandkids. They're just like, what? My dad's like, they're waiting to see. That title must have got to people saying, listen, I'm only going to say this one time. They must have thought it was really something important. Yeah, most of the time we're joking, people. Robin, Sally, Natasha, Charlotte. It's called a sense of humor, dry sense of humor, sarcasm. Oh, and Robin, I think it was it Robin? Yes, it was Robin that I heard in that same video, which is down now, so I can't listen to more of it. But I heard they were saying a bunch more, saying that my apology was just like a piece of crap. I know, Dorothy. I don't want to call her that. She's no Scarlett O'Hara, okay? She's more like Betty Davis from Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte. Yeah, saying that, oh, it wasn't a good enough apology. It was just like a half-assed apology, not good enough. What did you want me to do? I apologized, and I did mean it, and I said it respectfully, I think. It was my fault. I admit it. I own it. And I am sorry. I don't know what they wanted, any apologies. If I was there on my knees, if I was there kneeling, naked, at the $7 shrine that's a few miles down the road, where you walk out into the woods and they have all these statues, a lot of privacy. If I was there kneeling in front of this cross and begging for forgiveness and saying how sorry I am, that still wouldn't have been good enough, right? I could have gotten pneumonia. I could have gotten COVID. And that wouldn't have been good enough. I'm just saying. I could become frail. I could, all because I was trying to show them that I did mean the apology. And I did. I did. Thanks, Ravenkind. Jackie. Shannon. Oh, yeah, that is a joke. And her talking about Carolyn all the time, I guess, so horrible. And that case discussion, too. People, leave her alone. Why do you guys think you're so much better than Carolyn? Why? I don't know. What do you guys think you're so much better for? You think she hasn't, what, you think she thinks she's too good or something? No, she doesn't. You think she's a liar? No, she's not. You think she doesn't love her family, treat her family good. I saw Yanana at 14. Every single thing she does, you guys are critiquing, watching, blah, blah, blah. Just leave her the frick alone, you weirdos. Like you, Scooter, I was a single parent with 4 kids, part-time. I never stole a thing. I had debt to give my kids. All I could, I struggled for years to pay it off, but I never broke the law. Gotta go, Annie B? Okay, Annie B, enjoy your day. I went to bed early and I couldn't even fall asleep. I was super tired. I admire all you guys. I'm not a wonderful lady. I'm just a person. I'm just a person. I don't make stuff up. Well, I do make stuff up, but it's all in jokes, joking. Hi, Ravenkind. Right. She doesn't have, you're right. She doesn't have to brag about it. And Carolyn's helped a lot of people just because she doesn't make GoFundMe's and stuff like that and say, we're having this and that for this person, which she has done before. Well, it wasn't a GoFundMe, but she has, people that have needed help. She has helped them, okay? And some of us in the chat have been allowed to help them too. I feel so bad. You do, Shannon? I didn't know you lost a child. And Carolyn loves all of her community. She loves all you guys. You guys have helped her through so much, from what I've seen, And she says that obviously herself, but it's so true. Shannon, I didn't know you lost a child. I am so sorry, Shannon. I feel terrible that I forgot. I don't have as... Shannon, how could I forget something like that? See, Carolyn remembers all that, I don't know why I don't. Sometimes I'm so wrapped up in my own thoughts that I don't listen like I should. I don't, and I'm so sorry, Shannon. How old was he? No, I'm sorry. 11. And Kevin, you know how it is. And honest to God, it's never bothered me, really, except when they've spoke about, you know, my grandchildren that, you know, aren't physically here. I don't like to say the other word. Hi, Barbara Blau. Shannon, okay. My God, why don't, in a way, it's starting to kick in. Lisa D. Lisa D, they're in a Zoom meeting. I just left it because I wanted to address this Robin Liar, Robin Liar Swan, because she's getting pretty bold with those lies. Brain cancer. I'm so sorry, Shannon. What's his name? And when did this happen? Jonathan. It's a beautiful name, Jonathan. I've always liked that name. It's been 5 years. I'm starting to kind of remember now, Shannon. Does it seem like it was just yesterday? And does it seem like it hasn't really even happened? Are you still here, Shannon? Yes. I don't know how you moms do it. But I know you do it because you have to. You have no choice. And it's not right. It's not right that you have to go the rest of your life missing your child. And longing for your child. Okay, I love you, Dorothy. Love listening to your streams. Oh, remember you guys, it's against nature. Remember I told you guys about Dave's nephew, Chris, how he has that leukemia? That he had been in Iceland, like in May, I think it was. He'd been in a part of Iceland, like on vacation, just walking around down the hills and everything. And he started getting out of breath and he didn't feel right, so he flew back home to the US here. And remember, I said that he found out he had leukemia, okay? And now I just found out yesterday that he came home from the hospital last Thursday, and then he ended up going back. Wait, let me read it. He is alive. But I'll show you guys a picture of him too. I just can't believe this poor kid. Not a kid, but you know what I mean. I feel so sorry for his mom and his sister. Their dad, Dave's brother, died 8 years ago. He had colon cancer and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, this was Erica put this on yesterday at 4:08 p.m. It says update on Chris. He came home from the hospital Friday, but went back on Tuesday because his oxygen levels were so low and he's in ICU. He has COVID pneumonia, plus they found an infection in his chest. He's on a few different medicines and a lot of oxygen. His blood pressure has been low too. They are talking about intubating him if they don't see any improvements. He isn't allowed visitors and hasn't been on his phone, so we have just been calling the nurse a couple times a day. Please send up any and all positive thoughts, prayers, or well wishes. And then here's one from yesterday evening. I don't know where it went now. Well, Erica, his sister, she has 2 little girls. And I see where she wrote, being a parent is hard for a lot of reasons, but never in my life did I imagine the pain to answer my 6-year-old's question of, is Uncle Chris going to heaven? He is now on a ventilator and heavily sedated to hopefully allow his body to heal. I've always valued how open and honest I am with my kids, but in this case, I hate it. I don't care what God or higher power you all believe in, but please pray for him. And his mom, she had one on here about he was allowed, they called him, or he was allowed to speak to them on the phone yesterday before they put him on the machine. Isn't that sad though? I hope he makes it. His mom said they're going to be doing some kind of, well, they are doing it. CAR T cancer cells that they took out of him, and then they'll be put back in him in 2 more weeks, I guess, once they run them through the process. I'll show you a picture of him. He's single, loves traveling. He works in like national parks, and he had a regular job now. But he's been the favorite out of all my Dave's nephews, which are mine too, but and he's the only one left of Dave's family that can carry on the name, because Dave's son, Jason, never had any biological kids. He married a woman, that had one daughter, and they said when they got married, if she got pregnant, great. If she didn't, great too, Plus she's like 10 years older than Jason, so oh, and my niece Tiffany, remember I told you guys she was having baby number 8? She had her baby yesterday. She went into the hospital at 8 a.m. and she gave birth to her baby girl. Oh, she got a picture. Oh, yeah, she had the baby yesterday. So she had the baby on Thanksgiving. Look. Wait. I'll look up Chris's Facebook. Oh, he made a post here himself on November 12th. I had to go to the ER in Chicago this morning for a high fever. They admitted me, and when they they gave me a COVID test also. I tested positive. I have COVID along with my leukemia. If you're one of those people who isn't vaccinated yet, don't comment thoughts and prayers or praying for you. Go get effing vaccinated. And you know what? He had been in the hospital. He had been vaccinated. So I don't understand this. How can he get it? Is it because his body's so run down? And everybody in the comments, of course, praying for him. I didn't know he had gotten this. The last time I was messaging in here, I was telling him, you're going to be fine. You got this. I know he'll kick its arse and all that. Now to find out, I guess he's been having real high fevers and everything, and they couldn't figure out why. It's sad. October 30th, he wrote, after being in the hospital for over a month, it feels amazing to be back home and sleep in my own bed. Everybody's, saying, yay, so glad you're home, Chris. Oh, I did say yay there. I did. I got yay. I just didn't realize. I just thought he was really doing great. Okay, and then October 9th or 19th, his mom and Erica, his sister, is with Chris, so she must have done this update. Update on Chris. On Friday, he was able to get the CAR T trial done, so in about 4 weeks, they will put it back in his body. Today, he also started another trial where he takes a pill every 12 hours for 4 weeks. He has not been doing that great lately. He has been getting fevers multiple times a day, and they have reached to 104.9 at times. They can't seem to keep them away, which is frustrating, obviously. We just want the fevers over so he can go home. And then this goes further back on October 6th. Update on Chris. He was admitted 12 days ago for a fever after only being out of the hospital for a week. With him having low white blood count, it's dangerous. They've done tons of tests and still can't figure out what's causing the fevers. The tests they have done have come back normal. His fever went away for 4 days, and they were about to send him home today, but now he has one again and feels worse than he has in a while. They've changed his plans for a treatment a couple times, but right now seems that he will do a CAR T next week. He will get his T cell extracted and sent to Germany to be altered, then put back in his body to hopefully get ready for a transplant. We just all want answers and for him to be safe. Unfortunately, cancer is unpredictable. Send well wishes or thoughts or prayers. Oh, see, this is the last time I saw a picture of him. This was September 5th. Update: the leukemia and my low blood counts make just walking on flat ground rough, and I need to learn how to walk slower. Here he is right here, guys. So please pray for him, okay? His mom also had a boyfriend, because Kenny, his dad, passed away 8 years ago. Can you believe his mother's boyfriend had a stroke and died like 3 weeks ago? That was her strength right there. Now this man that she's enjoyed being with, traveling with, having fun with, is gone. And she has to worry about her son now constantly. You know she's sick to death, Lisa. Any parent would be. Hopefully his T cells will save him. But see, he's on. I know. I hope he is saved. That he'll be saved. They're keeping him on for 2 weeks, I guess, on this ventilator. And just pray to God that he improves then, Then after that, the doctors will evaluate him. He's young and strong, but my gosh, that really weakens your body. Yes, please pray for him. And his mother is actually from Germany, which is when they said the T cell, they're being sent to Germany and sent back. They go there on trips to Germany. They travel all over. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Lisa. I know you guys will all pray. I just can't believe poor Miriam. Her friend, had a stroke and she really thought he was going to make it. And the next post is rest in peace, Jerry. So that was like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Chris, you're going to get better. I know you'll fight this. You'll beat this. I just can't believe this is happening to him. On September 1st, he wrote, chemo didn't work the way they wanted it to. Found some leukemia in my bone marrow still, so I can't do a transplant yet. Trying a different approach now with cell infusion therapy and some more chemo to try and get rid of the leukemia so I'm able to do a transplant. And then he said, in 2017, I joined the Be the Match registry to be a possible bone marrow donor. I got a call from them today. Turns out they found a perfect match for me to donate to. Yeah, it's probably me. He was joking. And they did some checking, and yeah, they took me off the donor list. At least I know they're on top of things in finding me a match. So he was 3 years, 17. He did the Be the Match thing. Be the Match. And they called him, they had a match, and it was him. Indiana, Valparaiso, just, a couple towns over. He was living in Massachusetts for his job. It is too much, right, Lisa? For Miriam. She lost Kenny 8 years ago. And now the last couple of years, she's had Jerry. She looks happy. Now he just dies. And now her son's laying up there in Chicago in the hospital. I would imagine she's up there as much as she can, but they're not letting them in to see him. But he did get to call. I did tell you guys that he called his mom before they put him in the coma. Right? Yeah, her name's Miriam. If you guys could pray for her. And his sister Erica. He needs his T cells. As soon as he gets them, he will have the best chance. Yeah, and Erica wasn't a match to him. They said that she was, maybe a 75% match. It wouldn't work as well. So anyway, yeah, Shannon. Oh, Robin Lane, happy birthday. You're still a kid, Robin. You're in your prime. He is young. My son was desperately ill at times and teetering on the edge more than once and pulled through. Youth is such a gift. Let's hope he can grab those T cells and run with them. I just can't believe this is happening to him. I thought he was really doing better. Wasn't really hitting me, because Dave said, oh, the kind, that he has is supposed to be very curable and stuff. It's supposed to be one of the easier ones, but sure's not sounding like it now. And how can he get COVID when he had the vaccine? His sister put in there that he's vaccinated. He's vaccinated and has the COVID pneumonia and an infection in his lungs. Is it just because his system is down so low, immune system, that it didn't matter if you got the vaccine or not? Yeah, right, Lisa D. That's what Erica said. Thank you guys all for praying for him. So I'll end it there, and I know you prayer warriors will do it. And yes, Shannon will pray for you and your beautiful boy. Really, Emma B? Baby doll. I will, Kevin, and you too. You know what? I took a sleeping pill an hour and a half ago. It's not even kicking in. I don't know why. Okay, hopefully it will when I go lay back down. Dave's sound asleep. He almost came back into the bedroom tonight, but he said, I think I'll stay out here one more night on the couch. I have faith in his T cells. Let's pray for T cells. Okay, Kevin. Love you guys all. Have a good night or day, no matter where you are. Okay, guys? Thank you.